I'm Jobelle. I'm a coach and I work with women to up level their brilliance by getting past the self-criticism and healing the parts inside that just don't feel worthy. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And today I'm going to take you on a little bit of my journey. So, this is the first podcast that I am doing on video. Now, this might not seem like a big deal, right? It's just video. Like you're already doing a podcast. I've been doing it for around 6 months. I love my podcast. I love talking about self-development. I love talking about, how we are as humans. I love it. I love it. And I have had such a journey with my own visibility because when I was younger, I was super, super tall, got called names, didn't feel safe to be in my body, didn't really hated my body. I thought I needed to shrink and make myself smaller, which led to disordered eating for a long time and many, many other things. And that meant that when I came to start having my own business, it was really hard for me to be visible. And this was the same for I'm also a poet and I read poems on stages and things. And it was always like a thing that I really was drawn to and wanted to do. And being visible was something that I found really, really hard. And my body was in resistance to because it was like, oh, no, 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 Joe, we actually learned to I physically tried to shrink myself, like physically all the time was like trying to shrink, right? And it's so interesting now because of the depth of work that I've done. But that was really like a very true thing for me. And so when I sat down to do this podcast today, I'm recording a couple of episodes and I did not mean to record this one. But what kept coming up for me is like, this is hard for you. You should share this with people because it's really, really helpful. I don't like the word should, by the way. I just noticed that I used it. So I'm just going to pick myself up on that. I'm choosing to share it because I don't want you to think that people always have everything all together. Like everything is always a journey. And the next level in life is always something that we need to navigate. And so if you're here, maybe it's because you're reaching a next level. You're reaching something or going somewhere that you haven't been before. And your head is getting in the way. So you know what you want to do, you know kind of where you're going, but for some reason you find yourself in procrastination, overthinking, perfectionism, comparison, any of those things that are really going to keep you stuck. And this is the lessons that I have learned over so many years of working with the most amazing coaches. The thing that is going to move you forward, no matter how uncomfortable and what your head is saying, is actually taking the action. So there's a huge part of me that after I finish recording this will be like, you didn't say it all. You didn't say this part. You didn't script it. You just sort of talked. It wasn't good enough, right? All of those voices will come up. But my decision will still be to publish this episode because it frees me. Right? And I hope it is of service to you, but my biggest and most important job is to make sure that I am doing myself justice and I am actually moving in a direction that grows me as a person. And video is that for me. Video is that for me. So all of these things are coming up, I'm overthinking it. There's a discomfort in my body. I have a dry mouth. I have kind of little flutters in my stomach, but I'm not going to take that as a sign to not do the thing, but I'm going to take that as a sign is, okay, this is where I need to go. This is where my next level is. And now the part that I need to work with personally, and you may also resonate with, is that perfectionist. Because perfectionism, I have a whole episode, it's actually the first podcast episode I ever did on perfectionism and how it can really ruin your life because it will keep you stuck. If I need to make this video perfect, I can sit here and record it 20 times and it will never go anywhere because perfect doesn't exist. Perfect is a myth. What is real is my humanity. What is real is the way that I talk. What is real is letting myself be here with you because it matters. It matters that we're honest about this stuff. It matters that we actually allow ourselves to evolve, that we don't expect that the first time we ever do anything, it's going to be the best time. Because how can it be? It's the first time. So you got to let yourself grow and evolve and be with yourself on that journey. Be with yourself on that journey. Instead of rejecting yourself, telling yourself you're not good enough, and then shutting it down. Because what that does long term is it really impacts your self-esteem. Really, because you start to believe that you're not capable of doing things. And that's not true. It's not true. It's just that then fears come up, overthinking has come up, perfectionism has come up, and you've let them block you from actually doing the thing. So this is what I promised myself I would talk about. How to get out of your head and actually do the thing. And it's very, very simple. Be clear about why. So I want to do this on video so that this work gets to more people. I want to reach more women who are in places where they're criticizing themselves, they're hard on themselves. They really just want to find a beautiful sense of peace and like delight in their achievements and create a life that they truly deserve and desire. That is my why. What is your why? Why do you want to do whatever the thing is that you want to do? Get super clear on that. And then it's like, you just got to do the thing. You just got to do the thing. Even if there's resistance in your body, that's fine. Again, first time. But don't expect perfection. Don't expect that it's going to be sparkly and all perfect. Because the other thing is, my love, there's beauty in the imperfection. There's beauty in the realness and the humanness. And there's just like being with, yeah, I am not like a TEDx speaker yet, but I might be if I continue to show up and really speak my truth. I maybe could do that really soon if I continue to speak up and really develop myself and my skills. So I really want you to think about this. Think about where you're doing this. Think about how you're holding yourself back. Think about what matters to you. Think about what's on the other side of this. Because that part is really, really important, my love. What is on the other side of this is freedom. What is on the other side of me posting this video, regardless of if anybody watches it, is freedom. I've freed myself from the expectation, the limitation, the restriction that no longer exists because I let myself go here and do it. I'm sending you so much love. I'm going to be back next week with another video episode and audio. If you prefer audio, that is still all good. And I deeply appreciate you being here and listening and being with me until the end. And also just as a human, being with me on my journey. You know, as a coach, I get to walk alongside so many incredible women on their journeys. But I hope you'll also come on mine. I hope you'll also come on mine and see what evolves as I evolve. Because I'm ready and I'm excited for what that next level will be. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you soon. Bye.